So if they are saying that you should move to another ministry based on what you do, it's only normal for you to move. Why should you want to stay in a particular place? In fact, when you move to other places, you gain more experiences. You get to meet other people, and then you get to relate and even learn more. So if you don't have any ulterior motive, so to say, why should you want to be in a particular place for forever? Because it sounded like you want to be there forever. And then you're not the only one. These ministries keep changing information officers. And then so when they change you, after a while, it's only normal for you to move to the next.
Yes. This particular person, I think I know him. He used to be information officer from the Ministry of Education. He was there for some times, and now in the Pilgrims Welfare Board. And if the person in the Ministry of, in the Pilgrims Welfare Board didn't leave, you won't be able, you won't have been able to go to the ministry.
Go there, right.
I know information officers or any other person wants a place where they're going to enjoy. And according to this information, he has, performed pilgrimage three times. I think it's natural that you allow another person to come in and also feel, the impact of that particular ministry. But, human. And according to this information, the Commissioner for Information and Orientation has already been informed about what is happening. I hope you will step up and do the needful.
Gimba, the thing is that this is one out of very many.
Yeah.
As it is now, there is another posting. You understand, that has taken place with normal routine.
Okay.
But we have some powerful individuals within the governor's media circle who actually block it. And you can't be interfering into issues. Like I said, these information officers are very important to us because each time we want to have access to ministries, MDAs, we talk through them. So what concerns them actually concerns us. And it's concerned, they say, because they are carrying out information. You can't allow somebody remaining put in a particular place because you have Godfather. Probably you feel there is a juicy package
that is
for
there.
him in that ministry and you don't want to. So, and like Aisha said, sometimes it's only when you move then you get exposed to some certain things so that you can acclimatize with any system. You want to just walk and remain in Niger State? You can't be anywhere. By the time you did not, interrelate to meet different people of different divers, it will be a problem.
All right. As Mr. Apaya was talking, Mr. Ibele just walked in. Good morning, Mr. Ibele.
Yes, good morning this morning, Nigelites. Good morning this morning, gentlemen in the studio, and is it gentlemen and lady?
Yeah.
Okay, Aja, good morning. We are having August visitor inside July.
I told them they'll be hearing a different voice this morning.
Yes.
All right, Mr. Apaya. We also have another local issue yesterday. We have a group of individuals who call themselves Niger Rescue Movement political family who announced their decision to align with the African Democratic Congress ADC. These are individuals coming from APC, and most of them are from the previous administration of Sani Bello. So now they are back. Now they are back to ADC, trying to say they are now aligning with ADC, looking at the state is not moving forward. And one thing that stood out was that the governor doesn't take advice.
I think to that regard, I have a post from one of the media player in the States talking about Sebaba. I don't know if you've seen his post on Facebook. He says something related to that. I think from his post, this is what he posted.
Okay, let's listen to this. And he say Abululu's men are moving out of the APC. And he said, I hated last week that so many people, officials, commissioners, chairmen, and appointees in Niger State were planning to leave the APC. This picture are some of them testing the mic. All right, Hope Bago will not break the APC like Talba broke PDP. Politics is not regimental jackpot marching order, but lobby, pleading, and negotiation. This picture is coming from yesterday's event at NUJ, where this individual led by Mikhail Bitosai.
And it's being flanked by some of the commissioners. Yes. One of them is former commissioner of, talking about Momo Musa.
Momo Musa, yes, was also there. Yes. Former commissioner for budget and planning.
Yes.
Yes. So this is what is happening. I think we've been talking about this. Mr. Pai also has also been hammering on that. That if APC, the way APC is happening, especially during the primary election, that is going to bring the breakout of the APC. Some will remain there and work against it. Some will leave and work against it. Is this what we are already saying?
I think this one that are breaking out. I think I love their own.
Okay.
Because it's healthy for the party,
Yeah.
the APC, so that you can go back to drawing board and look at the lacunas. How about having spoilers? People who will remain within the party and do anti-party is the most dangerous part of the whole thing.
It is.
It has happened to, like say Baba in his Facebook post have said, it happened to Talba. Talba, when leaving power, not only that the PDP lose the seat to APC that brought former Governor Abululu, he himself contested for senator and he lost.
Yes.
So that is and unfortunately during Talba, people from within are the one feeding information to outsiders. It is happening to you in Bago. Bago used to have problem with the media, and most of the problem he's having with the media is people around him. It's people around him. That was an particular information. I don't just want to mention, but I'm saying it, they know. It's people within the governor who posted, who shared the information to one media house, and before you know it, it became a problem. And one of the media person told the governor, he said it was your men who sent this information to us. So, and if you look at it, it's glaring. You see governors, some certain things are supposed to be kept confidential, but you see government officials posting it, and this is one of the problems you have when you are dealing, you don't work with professional media men around you. It used to be very problem. So I think this thing that is happening, it is a clarion call, and he should thank people who actually been saying something about this. If this thing continue, what happened to PDP in 2014, so 2015 general election will definitely happen to APC, and it's going to be a very big shocker. Fatima from Ushushi have hinted on these things, and I don't think it's different from what Badeggi has been saying. And I want to use this medium to tell the governor that, Mr. Governor, if you want number one lover, we are not blowing our trumpet. Wallahi Azimu, Badeggi Radio is one of your lover who wish you success, because we say it in black and white how it is, so that at least you go back to your drawing, your room, and look at it. The information that is coming up. If you do good, we say it. If you do other way, we say it, and we are not just saying it in a manner that would kind of slander you, but just in a manner that we say, okay, Mr. Governor, please fix your house, and that's just all. I don't know.
All right.
I think based on what you said now, earlier this month, if I'm not mistaken, there were councillors that also left KPC. From APC, they left APC to other parties. Some of them have not decided the parties they are going to, but then they've left APC. So if we're not having every day people leaving APC, then to be honest, it's a big problem for the current administration. And it's a wake-up call, like you said. They need to do better. This is not the time to start arguing or to start feeling one media house is, trying to harass you or trying to, put eye on the things. Of course, we need to put eye on what is happening in Niger State. Because we all own Niger State, and then it's our responsibility as media house. So we're trying to say that he needs to wake up. He needs to be there by himself, not hearsay. You can't always listen to hearsay. Be there by yourself. Try to find out there was a prophet that wakes up at night, dress up, and then goes out to get first-hand information from his people. This is something you can do. In fact, there's technology right now. It makes it even easier for you. You don't need all of the crowd. Go out, get all of the information you need to get about your state and what your people are saying, and then you adjust accordingly.
Exactly.
Okay, Mr. Ibile?
Yes, I was expecting this, but at the rate I'm even seeing it, it is not up to what I was envisaging from the beginning, because we also saw how the primaries went, and the whole lot of discontent that came out of the primaries, because a whole lot of people felt like they were trampled upon. They were not given free and fair primaries that would have, changed the outcome of the elections. We saw a whole lot of selection going on instead of election. And even in our own Niger State, not even only in Niger State, at all levels of the federation, we saw what happened during the primaries, the APC primaries, and I was expecting a lot of discontent to be coming out from there, because we know in Nigerian politics there's no permanent press, there's only permanent interest that is there. So I felt like people who felt like they couldn't get a platform with APC should have left already, to go to somewhere else that they feel like they can be presented on the platform. As we saw that what happened with the ADC, with breaking away of Peter Obi and Kwakwa, so away from the ADC. But still, this now, it shows people are discontent, and we'll still see more going forward, because some members now will start even, denouncing their membership going forward. We'll be seeing all these things. And again, if the current government is not sitting up to do what it is supposed to do, in terms of securing the lives of its people, in terms of giving the people affordable livelihood, then the people will become disillusioned.
This is one of the reasons. These are some of the
reasons. The people will become disillusioned. People will no longer believe in this renewed hope, because the hope is now getting so faded. It's becoming so faded that you can't even see anything at the end of the day. So the government needs to do more. Elections is already by the corner already. If you look at it, most projects are now being abandoned small, because we are going into the campaigning season already. So you can see, so they don't have any more time again to do anything. So I know Baba always talks something about short-term gains,
Yeah, quick wins.
Quick wins, quick wins. If you can do some 1 or 2 quick wins for the people to at least maybe peradventure, you can, get into their minds. Maybe that
I'm
is
not sure there's any quick win.
No, there should be. Despite the fact that they said the opposition has been balkanized. If you look at ADC in Niger State, despite the faction, the narrative about faction, whatever, you can see, despite the fact that the INEC have actually uploaded the name of candidates. So you can now see how ADC in Niger State is now regaining its momentum.
Yep.
And probably in the coming days, we'll be having the gubernatorial aspirant here in this studio. Just spoke to the secretary yesterday. We hopefully going to have him in no distant time to actually, there are some certain issues that need to be cleared. That is one. Again, don't you think something very big is missing in this show this morning?
What's that?
We have a surprise that even in the radio, we are just expecting yesterday.
Yes.
And I want to believe even the listeners, we want to have this surprise.
The biggest
Biggest surprise. I think you should be the one announcing this to.
Because when he spoke about the surprise, I thought we were going to have something huge. And to be honest, I still used to my phone. I was waiting. Where is the surprise? He announced it as, okay, something is coming soon. And I stayed close to my phone. I waited till
what later?
Surprise came, but in my mind, the surprise I was expecting was not what he was talking about. So
do you know, before you go, I actually downloaded a song I want to play, but because that song is somehow it's not gathering any momentum, people don't want to hear it again.
Okay.
The song is coming from where, but I decided I just did it when I jumped on. So the song you remember that song? Go ahead.
So yesterday when I posted that, everybody was just like, what's happening? The whole lot of messages was coming. I was just like, don't worry. So when Mr. Paya now coming, we surprised. He was like, Abi, is it? I was like, it is it. We already know already. Okay. But listeners, actually, the surprise yesterday for people that were on my Facebook, so I dropped it that surprise very, very soon. Yes, there's this particular voice that you guys have heard for a very, very long time. Yes, so the star man himself, the star general himself,
Star Field Marshal.
The Star Field Marshal himself, yes.
He's in the house.
Talking about Alhaji Shehu Badeggi, yes, he's back.
He's in the house.
He's back in the block. Say Baba.
What do you know? He says it's fasting.
Yes.
he's on holiday.
Baba said he's on holiday.
I tried. Yes, last night we spoke. I tried as much as possible to bring. Say you should come. You should come. Say no. You want to stay away for now. That you want to rest.
I told people have missed you. I said, but people have missed you. People want to hear your voice again. Baba said, no, we want to rest.
Somebody told me, is Baba back? I said, no. He said, I've not been listening to radio because Baba is not around. I said, what happened to the rest of this? I said, they are trying, but Baba is not there. the show is not complete.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
sounds
please.
like our tune.
So,
So
Please
all right.
let them tune into the radio because
Yes.
we are all as panel. We are covered by the spirit of Baba
Baba,
now.
yes.
So he's sending the spirit, and you are listening to Baba. Very soon, we'll make sure that he speaks,
Mhm.
All right.
even if it's hello.
All right,
Yes.
listener, Baba is back, and very soon he'll be joining us. Let him take his rest, jet lag and all the rest, all this stuff. All right, let's quickly move over. The Christian genocide in Nigeria, just when we thought it has been laid to bed, laid to rest, it has sprung up again. And let's quickly read this headline from Premium Times Nigeria so we can have what it's talking about. It said the U.S. House of Representatives has passed a fiscal year spending bill with provision to cut foreign assistance to Nigeria over alleged targeted violence against Christians and other vulnerable communities. The National Secretary, Department of State and Related Programs Appropriation Act for the 2027 fiscal year was passed by the House on Wednesday in a 217 to 209 vote. The bill contained a provision to withhold all foreign assistance to Nigeria until the U.S. can certify that Nigerian government is taking effective steps to protect Christians against violence. Gentlemen and the lady, when it happened, the government was up and doing, propping up attack here and attack here, and they even allow US to come with their army and do some bombings here, bombings there. And then we also had the national security advisor also going to United States, sitting with the parliament, the members, and all the stuff. Just when we thought they've settled the matter, boom, the punishment is here.
The thing is that if you say Christian genocide, I think you have to put it in a proper perspective. The narrative, they claim Christian genocide because we know that there is nothing like Christian genocide in Nigeria. The killings affect both and even non pagans, because Nigeria is a multidimensional country.
Yes.
So the attacks, if it's being carried out, there is no any separation of your feet. You don't come to mosque and say, come to market and say, who is Muslim, go to this side, who is Christian, go to that side. It has never happened since the beginning of this attack. And unfortunately, all these terrorists who claim to be fighting for the cause of Islam, most of them have no knowledge of Islam. I want to tell you that most of them cannot recite Fatiha. And as a Muslim, without Fatiha, no prayers. Ignorance is never a reason in Islam. First, you must know God before you worship God. That's why they bring Ikra. Know God before you know God. Go and learn, seek for knowledge. So how will somebody who is ignorant want to fight for Islam? And in the provision, Islam make provision for Christians and Muslims to live. In fact, the Holy Prophet says, Christians are your closest neighbor. Visit them. Eat from among them, marry from among them. So where are they taking their own knowledge? So we must understand this thing. And in Nigeria, most importantly in Niger State here, we have families. One family of both Muslim and Christian, they coexist, they go to church, they go to mosque, they come to the same house, and they have never had any history of fighting themselves. So where is the Christian genocide coming from? So I think we need to educate people more to understand that this one, people are only looking at, religion is a very sensitive thing. Karl Marx has said religion is the opium of the masses. These politicians only come to you to bring religion narrative if they want your vote, if they want your support. And once they get that support, off they go. You don't see them anymore.
And that's to divide us. So I remember growing up in Badeggi, we have shops in Badeggi that people sell things. But the biggest shop in Badeggi at that time was owned by a Christian man. His name is Daniel. He's Igbo. And him and his family have come to live in Badeggi for as long as I remember. He's not the only one. We have a lot of them that are in Badeggi. Like I said, he owns the biggest shop in Badeggi. And not only Badeggi, they are in different local, communities, villages. You see Christians, you see Muslims coexisting peacefully, like without any issue. So why are we suddenly having that narrative of Christian genocide? Like you said, they don't divide. They don't say Christians move to this side, Muslims move to this side. It happens and then it happens. So there's a need to move away from that narrative. It's not factual.
Yes. There's a saying that anywhere you go to and you don't see an Igbo man, run for your life. Yes, but that's on the lighter note. But again, when this whole issue of Christian genocide started, I was expecting the presidency to come out and clarify that actually the situation we are facing in the country, it is not just Christians that are being killed. Muslims are also being killed
More.
across the country more. Now, this issue of Christian genocide, we need to understand something. Nigeria is a multi-dimensional problem. Our problem is too much. It is multifaceted. Now, this issue of Christian genocide is originating from a communal crisis in Jos. They are always having these communal clashes in Jos between the Muslims and the Christians. It has always been there.
Way back.
You know, way back. That one, it is just like in Kaduna too. They have their own, almost states. Even in Kwara, we have our own too.
Yes.
You know, almost every state has these communal clashes. So it is this communal clashes now that is now bringing about this issue of exaggerating, I would say, the Christian genocide. Because if you look at it, if you look at the numbers, they are being killed actually. Let us not yes.
Yeah,
People are being killed. They are being killed. You know, we've seen the issues.
Irrespective of
their religion. Even in the Joseph, the last one that happened at Angon Rukuba, you could see what happened. They didn't come to ask that who is who. They just came in and opened fire and started shooting people. Yeah. You know, the Biron people too are also having their own issues too. You know, all these are a combination of things that are coming together. And if we don't go back to the basics and start solving these issues at the root, we will continue having this problem. We will continue having these issues. And what am I saying by going back to the root? Mr. Pai, there's a day we talked about these farmer-herders clashes.
Yes.
This is one of the major situations that is causing these issues. It always boils from this farmer. A farmer would have planted his crops. And somebody will come inside his farm with his cows, eat the whole farmland. And you not tell the farmer not to complain. How now? How is it done? Where is it done? You know the amount of millions. Farmers spend millions on their farms just to plant. And somebody just came in overnight and destroyed the whole farm. Definitely, somebody will complain. And these are all the issues. And that's why I say we have to go back to the root cause. The government have to go back to the root cause. This is not just about okay, they have come, let's open fire, let's kill them. No. It will still keep on happening over and over and over again if there is no serious mediation from the lowest level.
Okay, now, I will be looking at it from one perspective also. Is it high time we start, looking elsewhere away from America for over-dependent on American help? Should we be looking towards BRICS, that is Brazil, Russia, South Africa, the Chinese and the Indians for more economic leverage rather than stay with America and then anytime they can decide to switch off the tap?
Let me tell you, aside from the narrative of Christian genocide, there's something that's beneath it. You know, America, they have foresight. They are advanced. They knew that they are facing economic war with China, and it's going to be the survival of the fittest. They who get what at what time. And this is the more reason why you see Trump going to Venezuela to kidnap the president. So Trump now is an international kidnapper, because I can't imagine going to a sovereign nation, arrest the president without, because so now they have gotten to Venezuela. Venezuela is an oil-rich nation, number one in the world in terms of oil reserve. Now in Africa, Nigeria is rich. In fact, in the global community, Nigeria, I think, is among the top 6, right?
Yes.
Now, look at it. You have leadership bankruptcy, and you have oil. And Nigerians have this attitude of even selling their nation for their own personal gains. That's why you see people siphoning public funds, go to foreign countries and stash it, even when they will not enjoy it. Look at Desani and Mr. Madupe. A lot of trillions of naira hanging on her neck. Now, a court in London have freed her. You understand? Why don't you bring her to Nigeria, where this allegation or crime is allegedly being committed, so that we will try her? Now, America will have to come to Nigeria, because by the time they fell out in the war in Iran, they actually need oil, and Nigeria have. Unfortunately, in fairness to this government, Buhari's government have mortgaged the future of this country, because oil is our economic hub, and Buhari's government, so to speak, have actually, in advance sold the crude oil that is being yet to be drilled, and the money is nowhere to be found. Now, this government now came up. So, America have to come in and make sure that they have oil. And that is the more reason why you see them launching attack. All in the name of helping of fighting bandits. how many bandits did they kill in Sokoto? Is Sokoto the theater of operation in terms of this criminality? If you have throw bomb in Maiduguri and successfully we see this bandit being neutralized, or Niger State now that is another theater of war of this bandit, throw bomb in places like Moshogu, Bogu, where bandits are now hibernating, and we see a lot of dead bodies. Then we now believe that America is coming for good. But they went and throw a bomb that doesn't make any sense. And you look at the quantum, the amount of each bomb that is being thrown.
You pay for it.
You pay for it. You pay for it. So that is, our leaders need to wake up. America will have never have any history of going to a country to help them fight war, and that country comes as victorious or successful. The America will fail, and the country will financially, economically, and even politically fail.
You know, the question of whether we can leave the US and leverage on the BRICS nation will be very, very hard currently because of our indebtedness to the IMF.
Yes.
Because the US has the largest share in the IMF,
yes.
you know. So definitely, they are still choke holding us like this currently because of the amount of debt.
We actually choked ourselves.
We
Choked
choked
ourselves.
ourselves.
They didn't call us.
They
We
do
went
go
there
when but you know they will woo you now. They will first woo you, come now, you know, and when you come and you collect now, and you can see what that is even doing in some of the policies that we are seeing in the country, because we all know IMF will never give you love without giving you nonsense policies that they would never give their own people over there, but they will give us Africans and make sure we follow it. Look at what is happening to our curriculum in our schools today.
Of course.
It is the IMF policies. Look at what we are having today in terms of even the leadership, the kind of leadership that we are running. And definitely, once this IMF is giving you the money, the US is having control over you. And that is why even before you could hear stories where some of our leaders are CIA handlers. Yeah, they are CIA handlers, you know, they are agents. There are stories like that. There are newspaper cuttings from way back 90s that you see this kind of things on. So you should know that the control will continuously be there if we don't remove ourselves from that depth first of all.
What took us back? Obasanjo, in his own magnanimity,
Yes.
tried to get us out of that
with
maze.
Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, yes.
She did.
Yes.
She tried.
But one way or another, we'll find ourselves back inside that trap again.
Okay, let's quickly go over to the next one. That's on David Humai's physiotherapist. And he has made a statement, and he said, Minister of Works, Senator David Umai, has expressed his displeasure over the portrayal of Mary Habila and her colleague who were on official medical duty at his residence as girls. Speaking on the television, Umai said, I don't want to dwell too much on it because I am mourning. It is like losing a daughter, and I laugh when they call her a physiotherapist. They presented these girls as if they were girls. These people were inside the plane with me and my immediate staff. We flew together. It's not as if they even came separately. We all flew together to Lagos, and this was not the first time. This is according to David Umai saying people are seeing these girls that die as girls.
I'm shocked and surprised with his media briefing on that particular issue. I asked myself, how sudden has the minister become a police? Because all that he has been dishing out is supposed to be police report. There was an incident inside your house, you understand, that led to living death. Now you now allow the police
To do
their job. He was saying that before she died, there was a conversation between her and her husband. How did he tap that call? I think what is happening to everybody should, the ICPC, who are already everybody should call the Minister of Works, because it's a phone tapping. This is a purely police job.
Yes.
It should be the police that should be talking to us, not David Umai coming to talk to the media, talk to the world, narrating the whole story.
Because he's the minister.
Because he's the minister. And look at this thing. Look at the connection. The connection. There is incoherency in the chain of events. Okay, now she is an employer of Deb Umai University of Health Science in the States. Now she's now on secondment in the Ministry of Works in the first place. What is the connection between sciences, health sciences, and Ministry of Works? That is number one.
And then
because they want to tell you their own federal, MD or whatever. Now, she died inside his house. Then somebody who is supposed to be on official duty in the Ministry of Works, if we agree that yes, he can move on secondment, what brought her inside his house? And in his explanation, he said he had the narrative. They said she died, but she died inside. But the quarters is within his house, but he is very far away.
And he said she's a family friend.
She's a family friend.
And then he also added from what we read, Gimba right now, they've also traveled together. This is not the first time they traveled together. So if she's on an official assignment, why is she now moving with him like frequently when he's traveling?
Yes,
I think she's a residential nurse, permanent nurse attached to the minister.
Physiotherapist.
He said she's a nurse now.
He said she's not. Like I said, he is exposing himself to more. You know, sometimes they said if you want to catch a fool, give him rope enough. If that ain't tie himself, that's what David Imai is doing. Remember, there are a lot. This is not the first one. There was an allegation on a lady who actually had contract with him, but for her to have her contract be settled, she have to, you know, I don't want to mention it, but you know the story is out there. But David Omai, instead of allowing the police to do your job, now how do you even get her phone? Because what took you to crime scene? Once there is a crime scene, that place will be cordoned off. It will now become purely security arena. Nobody can go in. If you are forcing yourself there, that means you have skeleton in the cupboard. So I think this thing demands more questions than answer. We even have to ask the police what is happening. How did they allow this man to invade a crime scene? And he is now getting this information because it has to do with phone. He said he got some of the information from her phone, and that he, you know, I don't know. I'm confused over this issue, honestly.
There's definitely something David Omai is hiding. Like you said, the previous issue he had with the woman, that she had to go back to say, oh, it didn't happen again. You know, she actually first went and then they were sorry, we're all there to help her with the kids. And then she came back to say, no, the case, it was not like that again. She came back after, and then she came again to say, oh, he gave her amount of money, a huge amount of money to debunk her earlier statement. So even from that one, it's still not clear. There's something about him that we don't know that the security officials need to pay extra attention to. And also the ICPC, just like they did to El Fai, why are they keeping quiet? How did he get all of those information from her phone? Was it there while she was speaking, or how did he even tap her phone? This is something they should also look into, you know, immediately.
I don't know. I have an audio here. I don't know if it's ready for us to play because they say there is, when he was a governor, there is an incident of about 5 engineers who died under his neck. I think they are contractors of African Development Bank who are carrying out job. And because there was an attempt we want them to compromise the job so that he can have something, and they disagree. And something happened today. The family are calling. I don't know if you can.
So there are allegations.
Yeah, there are a lot of allegations. Just where you're having a bumper of allegations hanging around the neck of the chief of staff to the president. If this one.
It's also part of the executive.
Yes, just another one comes up.
My own in this whole issue is if it was me, ordinary man like me, or you, ordinary man like you, or I, ordinary man like you, somebody died in your house under this kind of circumstances, you will be in the cell by now.
Sure, definitely.
Like I said,
so why are you still moving freely?
Do you understand?
Like I said, his house still remains a crime scene.
Ask
the police.
Absolutely.
It's a crime scene.
We are living in a country where it seems the rules and the laws are just meant for the poor.
And another thing is that when somebody at the top, you know, is involved in a crime or financial crime or moral crime, in a sane society, he should excuse himself. And let the investigation take place, just like what is happening to
in Britain,
chief of staff, president, who still remains in his position despite investigation being going on.
Look at what happened in England.
And now, look at also what is happening to David Omai. David Omai would have just stepped aside, and because him being in position can influence the investigation, so he would have.
It's already
look at what is happening. When the layer pressed harder, they said, number one, was a former minister, respected minister in this country, former governor 2 times, and he has been instrumental to the government, this government.
Yes.
And one very beautiful thing, despite the fact that he is aware of his arrest, as soon as he still left Cairo and flew back to Nigeria.
Yeah.
He is aware of a siege laid against him, but because he was not running. So how dare you keep in custody a person who was not running? He's coming, he's ready to come and answer some of the questions. Number 2, they said, why they now say, okay, grant him bail based on recognition. They say no, if they are granting bail, he will interfere with the investigation. And that's why they are holding him.
Okay.
Chief of Staff to the President, there is an allegation before him, and you let him sit on that seat, and you are now using taxpayers' money to set up a presidential probe panel to probe somebody who is on the seat. Now tell me, among all the anti-corrupt agencies, tell me one person that have that gust to first the Chief of Staff of the President and demand for files, demand for some certain things. Will you even dare go approach the villa when he was on the seat? But by the time you allow him to step aside so that there can be independent probe, then we will now have, rest assured, recall that the President have come to say that he have confidence in the integrity of the Chief of Staff.
So,
secondly, that the box stopped on his desk. Thirdly, that all this campaign of calumny must stop. So all these statements.
That video was before this PFI
it was before
scandal.
Before this scandal, there was issues now.
There were issues before.
Have you forgotten Senator Dume about accuse the presidency that there is you have to break the gateway before you can get to, including them who are friends of the president who help him, but they cannot go without tipping.
So what we're saying right now is that the outcome of this investigation can be predicted.
It's already dead on arrival.
Which investigation?
All right, let's go over to the
They
next
ever
one.
want to do an investigation?
Let's go over to the next one. I said despite nearly 3 years of sweeping economic reforms by the federal government, about 79% of Nigerians remain poor or vulnerable to falling into poverty, highlighting the country's deepening social and economic challenges. New World Bank document has revealed. Despite all the economic reforms, this government has said they achieve, maybe it's on paper, on numbers, that they are doing well, inflation is going down and all this stuff. Now, World Bank is saying...
You have to ask yourself, IG, what have been the economic reforms?
Please tell us.
You removed subsidy without a good cushion for the people.
Yeah. You
immediately floated the Naira.
The Naira, yeah.
It has never been done anywhere in the world.
If only
those two.
you.
3, you increase interest rates.
Yes.
So over 25% thereabouts. For crying out loud. You don't increase interest rates to such amount and expect businesses, which is the small and medium enterprises, to grow. And the small and medium enterprises are the main backbone of your economy. If you have a thriving small and medium enterprise, that is when a whole lot of people will be lifted out of poverty. Then when people can't do business because they can't access loan, because now when you go to take loan of 1 million and you're expected to pay 250,000 naira back, it is just over 250,000 naira. It is just too much. You understand? Now, all these things are on paper.
Yep.
Today they will tell you the inflation rate has dropped by minus 2.% Tomorrow they will tell you that the Naira has gained against the Naira bit kiniko Naira. But by the time you go to the market, I was in the market to say a mudu of rice is 1,800 Naira.
It's moving.
For crying out loud, a mudu of rice is 1,800 Naira. And you tell me that you are saying, and if the ruling class will come, the presidency will come by Ononuga, my senior daddy, he will just come and start saying some kind of things that it will make me tell somebody, if daddy buy you tell you good money, go outside first, so go look. Because he will be telling you some things and you'll be wondering. They will tell you that people are doing okay. They will tell you that people have already started feeling the dividends of the reforms of the presidency. Whereas it seems as if, I don't know, it seems our elite class now, they are not in terms with the reality on ground. It seems as if they don't actually go out. They are always holed up in their houses, and from their houses to their cars and to their chambers. It seems they don't go anywhere. They don't even allow people to even come to talk to them. With the way they are talking with conviction, you'll be left wondering, are we living in the same country with these people? You know, it always busts my head. I'll be like, What's happening? Abi, is it not the same Nigeria that all of us are in? You still remove subsidy on electricity again.
Yeah.
For crying out loud. And there's no light again, and you are paying more.
Yeah.
With less light now, you are still paying more. So tell me, which reforms are they now talking about? Now they've introduced another tax which that one, once it goes into effect, Allah will go suffer where. Because now they say people that are earning less than 70,000, is that even a living wage?
It's not.
That's a survival wage for crying out loud.
I was discussing with one. Okay, fine.
For me, I feel this government failed the moment it removed subsidy. Because since then, everything has been going worse.
Yeah.
Like from we were even managing. How much was fuel before subsidy was removed?
We were buying 2 something.
Two something.
Yes.
Immediately it was removed, we moved to 500 naira. And since then, we've been moving
Up
up
and
up. Like, it's not coming down. And then the sad part is the fact that these prices are not going to come down, even if fuel subsidy, like even if fuel price reduce. Take for example, you are living from Boso, from our house, from our junction, Boso Peugeot company to Abdisalam garage. It was around 150, 200 naira. Before. Now you cannot go to Abdisalam garage from Boso to Abdisalam garage. You cannot go 500. Where is even the road? Before the Keke and guys start moving up and down, and then get there, it's another thing on its own. So even if now they bring down the fuel price, you still have to pay more because how much is a bag of water, sachet water? It was around 150.
17 naira.
17 naira, 100 naira, 50 naira, 50, 70, 100. Now it's over how much? So, and then even if they bring down the fuel price, these people have already taken up these prices. So I went to get chicken, and then those guys were helping you to prepare the chicken. How much are they preparing chicken? They help you wash it, cut it, and do everything. This guy is telling me that eat chicken to prepare 2 chicken for me. He said 1.5. I say me faru. He say I So the I don't understand what tashi. The peeling of the like the preparing of the chicken. What happened? Like what affected it?
It is going to market now.
Where is
This is buying in the market.
What is it buying? It's not the chicken, or is it just preparing the chicken? He's telling me it's not 1.5, and I'm like, they did be able to prepare chicken, like to prepare the chicken for us. So what are we saying? Like all of this money that keeps going up, they don't get to come down
that's
again.
Market, yes.
It's sad. Usually in other countries, like Malaysia, for example, they raise the price of chicken, and if you see the price of egg, and if you see the way their people came out, were saying they are finished, or they raise the price of egg, or how much are they buying egg? It's around 11 ringgit. How much is a ringgit? It's around 340 something per naira. And they are shouting that the price of chicken and egg has risen. I said, when I saw it, I was laughing because I'm like, so in one particular area, something happened. They had issues with their water. So the government was now supplying the water 2 times a day. In the morning, 3 times a day. In the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, there's water for them they bring tanks of water for them to use while they're still working on their water. Do you know these people? They're like, their local government chairman came and he was apologizing to their representative. We're working on the line. They said, no, we cannot continue to suffer from upstairs, come downstairs to fetch water. I say, you people are. I said, in Nigeria, where you see chairman to come and beg you? When you even see the water. I remember vividly there was no water in Nigeria, and then there was a truck of water sent to Bakungu from the wife of Nigeria. And they were saying, they kept praising, this is your right. This is your basic, that you're supposed to have. They didn't provide it. You don't have water in your house. They are bringing a tank of water to you that for one day that I don't know where I went to. And they are praising that, you don't. So it starts with us. I think most of us, we still don't know our rights. We don't know what we need in this country. Like, we don't know our basic rights. Until we know our basic rights, that it is the right of the government to give us water. It is the right of the government to give us lights. It is our right to have good road. Then if we can start from that, I think we'll know where we're going. But until that,
basic amenities.
That is the bottom line. That is why Badeggi Radio become an enemy of microscopic few who find themselves opportunists within the power of power.
Yeah.
Because I can't see where you feel it's an evil for you to educate, enlighten people on so that they can have a sense of belonging. Okay, now you say it the way it is. Now we talk about Onyofe. You're talking about Chief Bao Onanuga. His own is to some extent is understandable because he is paid.
He's doing his job.
Only that you have to be, there should be morality in what you do because there have to be life after power. Now, how about Oni Ife? And that's why I said this is the bottom line. That's why Badeggi Radio, some people see it as enemy of government, but we are not enemies of progress. Take it or leave it. Only of Ife now, you now look at his position. Say you don't talk free, you don't talk about him anyhow. But you, if him can appear before the media, say something that will go viral globally,
and we know it's
and
not
tell you that this government, that is only enemy of this government, that will not give an approach to the government. It's even, he said he is speaking on behalf of the entire traditional rulers in the country, that economic reform have actually taken Nigeria to promised land. He talked about NNPC and Ajakuta. That is what even provoked many people.
And the Ajakuta,
And this
we
is-
checked that Ajakuta was not working.
This is
It's
the
not
year of
working.
It's not.
It's not.
NNPC,
This
all
is
the
it.
refineries are
They're
not
not.
working.
They're not working.
Look at the beautiful statement in Polish English that is coming from his mouth, just to convince people. Then you now begin to ask, what did they give only of
So
people
sad.
to make this type of
So
comment?
sad.
And unfortunately,
From a very well respected, royal father, it was very
okay,
sad.
this radio, for instance, talk more about insecurity and how to curtail the level of insecurity in the country, more than even the person who is, constitutionally, saddled with the
Responsible.
responsibility. We talk about what is happening in the north. You have traditional rulers. For how many times have you had the Saki Muslimin, Sultan of Sokoto, even one of the most outspoken emir, who to his, thoughts, he has issue, utterances, emir of Kano.
Yes.
Sanusi?
Don Allah, for how long? Did they call governor, emir of Kano, used to have problem because of sticking true to power in just one aspect of economy where he has interest. But the interest of the people of the north who are dying, young children who are being kidnapped, our parents, our mothers who are being raped, and sometimes they kill them and mutilate them, their body in the presence of their relative. Nobody say anything about that. If Badeggi Radio, there's issue. This is a global radio. It's a radio that have a very wider coverage. People listen to the radio. See, programs on this radio happen to be kind of a tonic to people. It's either a morning tonic or whatever. People listen and they send information. And we are not only the one, benefiting. Even the security. By the time they hear about this, they begin to take action silently without even making a lot of noise. And only for a person to come and say the radio, is anti-people, anti-masses. So you begin to wonder, where are we going? So I think I want to use this video to call on media anywhere. They will have a lot of job to do. This forthcoming election, we need to educate people. Like people are always saying, we need to have, background, the resume of our leaders. Anybody who want to lead you, what is your background? Academic wise, morally, and whatever.
Even
Mentally.
Mentally, you have to know your
And even drug tests.
Because
drug tests also.
you need Nigerian leaders need doctors, and it's only the media who will carry out this assignment. Go deep down, dust out records of all these politicians, candidates who are vying, dish it out to the public. By the time they decide on their own, after having the information, and they do otherwise, then we'll come back and sit and begin to laugh at them. Yes.
All right, let's quickly move on to the next one, probably the last one before we start receiving calls. And this one is saying the Senate has passed the Federal Road Safety Corps Amendment Bill 2026, proposing 50,000 naira fine for anyone convicted of hawking, trading, or preaching inside commercial vehicles. The bill, which is awaiting presidential assent.
They go pack people well for Lagos.
For Lagos only.
They go pack people.
Lagos, the only Lagos they flout law.
So
basically,
the pitch is this. The bill is, sorry, excuse me. The bill is that if you are caught preaching inside bus or any car, commercial cars, 50,000 naira or 6 months in jail. If you are caught selling inside bus or any vehicle, commercial vehicle, the same. If you are also caught. Which was the third one? I think there are two.
Who will perfect the arrest?
Who want to arrest? How do they want to arrest?
Who is in charge? The road safety.
The road safety.
Okay, now how?
And also, if you refuse to allow yourself to be breath test, breath test not to
yes, for alcohol
or any other substances. While you are
that one, I like that one.
I like that one. Yeah,
I like that
the road safety can stop. Road safety can stop you,
drive,
and they put something in your mouth or ask you to breathe inside it, and then it will read.
It will detect,
So
yes.
any one of these. So gentlemen,
No, but the thing is,
do we really need a law stopping people from preaching inside the buses or hawking inside the buses?
This is one of those inconsequential bill. When serious matters are on the ground, when serious issues are on the ground, we are now having FRSC Act. Money that is being made in pocket of some people again. That won't get to the coffers of the government. We are in this town now, Mr. Apaya. Where road safety will power, they will stop you on the road. They will not take you to office. They will find one corner, carry you, go. Oh, yeah, how much can you pay? You transfer to them direct, or you give them the cash that you have direct. It doesn't get to the office.
They even have a pay.
They don't, it doesn't go to. So you are just, this one now is just to make money for some particular set of people. But again, when we have serious issues, why are we reducing ourselves to be a parlor politics than Allah that can be in our Senate? For God's sake. When serious issues are just yesterday, I was watching a video of the Senate president taunting Madam Soshomole. That there's one of our senators whose video was there that he was videoed massaging a lady's feet inside the aeroplane.
Shamelessly.
And they were all laughing about it. And was even telling you, was this Senator Kaya which of them that you remember he brought the petition to me? I was like, for God's sake. My wife was listening to me, she was like, which beer parlor is that one? That was what she said. I was like, because what kind of gist is this one? Like inside the house on national TV. For crying out loud. Then when we have people that are always on the mandate stuff.
Yeah, okay, me, I have a divergent view on this issue of road safety.
Yes, the amendment.
Because I will begin with asking question on what route would they stop and do this stop and
test?
Is it on trunk A road or trunk B road? Because there is a court order now that is banning
checkpoints,
the federal road safety from carrying out their operation on state roads. And from Sahara Reporter, court declared FRSC operation on state road illegal. VAT official from stopping motorists award damages.
I think if you have to look at it, this will probably even happen even in the state road. Except you, the state governor, don't want safety in your own roads within the state capital or within the state, because road crashes take place in the states and federal roads. So I think this is going to over.
No, this issue of constitution. This one is called.
Yes, but this one is a different thing. This one is a different thing.
Okay, that's what I asked now. That one you're talking about, on what route would they do? Would they stop on highways, trunk A route, or straight roads? Because state road, you already have VIO and other road vanguard, like in Nigeria, you have road vanguard. So is it going to be a kind of overlap of function? That is one. Secondly, on issue of road safety, let's say something very important. Me, from my assessment of all these uniform personnel, road safety happen to be the most disciplined.
Yes.
I must tell you.
Yes.
Yeah. They are the most disciplined. If not now, I don't know. This thing you are saying, honestly, I don't know about it.
Okay.
Road safety, if they get you arrested, there's one or two things they do. In an attempt so that you don't commit the offense again, they waste your time by giving you lecture. So that if you are rushing to meet somewhere, that's why you committed that offense, they might have wasted your time so that tomorrow you will learn your lesson to be careful on the road. Because the safety of the road is their core mandate. That is norm. Number two, if you are being fined, what they do, they give you receipts to go to bank and pay. So to some very large extent, and again, if you are going out on operation as a road safety officer, you have to declare the money in your pocket. Write it down. With even the number of that money, the denomination, the amount, the denomination, the number of that money.
What about the one in their account?
What about the one?
Because you can actually send to their account. Like I'm saying, we have mobile apps that are very easy that you can transfer money to. So do they get to also declare the amount of money in their account?
That's a loophole
when they are leaving the office.
That's a loophole there.
Because I'm just surprised. I know some of their operational this thing, but this is Nigeria. Sometimes you are moved. Sometimes because you look at your sister organization, how they are operating in a manner that is against the ethic of the profession, and you always, and nobody is even appreciating you. If you're a road safety officer today, if you have any incident, probably you're on the road, a car ran over you, and you have incident, you on your own. So because of all this type of negligence, even by government, to take care of their responsibility, is what is forcing some of the officers to do some of the ills they do in the service. But again, I think there is a lot of issue that is going to come up on this new law.
Okay. You have something?
No. I just.
Okay. Let's go over the phone line. As calls are coming in, we'll continue from there.
Just real quick, please. There was this issue of an alleged rape of this Odogo Asaba guy, which a girl who was selling perfume on TikTok, and went to see him. I don't know for whatever reason, whether to learn content or to buy perfume. I don't know, sir.
Okay.
But she went to meet him at Asaba, and he raped her, and she committed suicide.
Whoa.
Yes. So this is just me giving a clear to parents right about now. And to even the ladies out there, not only the parents, to be very watchful and be very, very careful out there.
See, as long as you are 17 and upward, we all know the dangers of social media.
Yes.
Who to meet, where to meet, and not where not to meet them at all.
Yes. Even
less than 17.
13, 14.
Yes. So if you don't know and you are still engaging yourself, meeting people online, I think you're on your own.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, let's quickly go over to the phone line. You can dial 09138579001. That's the number. You can also go to our Facebook and leave your message there so we can read them out live. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Nasir.
Pardon?
This is Nasir from Shavangari.
All right, go ahead quickly.
The statement that just pick one day, but let me just talk on that. That if the National Assembly approved the federal inner reason that if you are any communicator,
okay, it's Federal Road Safety Corps saying if you're caught in a commercial bus selling or preaching, you'll be arrested and you will pay 50,000 naira fine.
For 6 months imprisonment. So our people don't know where revenue is coming out. If there's nothing like revenue, they cannot go there. But anyway that they see they will have revenue, they have money. That's really the purpose.
Okay.
If you take the issue of insecurity, there are some other problems that can still pay. But they cannot focus on that. Unless place that they can get money. How many years? If there is revenue on the road, they even talk something like that.
Okay.
If there's revenue that they give them, they will just run them out. But anyway, may God bless the development of our Nigeria. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. We got another caller. Hello, good morning.
Hello, Aji, good morning. I greet all of you in the studio.
Good morning. Well done. Thank you. Welcome.
Umar Mubarak to everyone in the studio.
Mubarak.
Usman Abel, honestly, we are in a serious dimension in this country. We have a lot of things left undone in this country. I've said it on several occasions. National Assembly, they are our problem in this country. Bringing a law that is not even having any common sense to a common Nigerian. Where are we heading to? The National Assembly that we have now, they fail Nigerians entirely with most of the law that they used to bring to the comfort of Nigerians. Is it how we're going to continue as a country? Did you ever hear any National Assembly member that raising eyebrow that the Northern has been killed in the National Assembly? None of them. We have traditional rulers, we have traditional leaders. The Northern has been killed on a daily basis. Nobody is raising eyebrow. They are bringing a law that is not even having any meaning in Nigeria. That you pay 50,000 naira fine when you are preaching inside the town. Is that what Nigerians want for now? When Nigerians are dying of frustration, life has become unbearable to many Nigerians. Life is fighting and chewing everybody. The Allah continue to see us to win it.
Amen. All right, amen. I think there was this poll that was conducted, and it ranked the National Assembly as the most hated government agency after the police. Wow. So yes. Good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. What's anywhere you calling from?
My name is Raymond. I'm calling from Fulka.
All right. Go ahead.
I greet you, TGIF.
Good morning.
My most concern this morning is about the Minister of Works. Really, if it is a country that is working, I think we should have stepped down by now. Let the proper investigation go. There are a lot of allegations against that man. Let us be sincere. Is it because it's in power? Remember, there was a video of the woman who was trending. She was crying. He gave her contract during campaign and he refused to pay. She was so lamenting seriously. Now that matter has been silent. Look at the issue of a mother again in his house, in his compound. Very soon it will be silent. What are you doing in this country? And our National Assembly are here passing law that is not concerned, that doesn't have any issue to do with the citizens of Nigeria. Is it preaching the voice that is our problem? Thank you very much. I really able to do that.
All right, thank you, Mr. A was there. All right, let's go over to the Facebook. We have Aliu saying, after taking an oath to serve the people, yet you got caught 3 times for money laundering in different countries. You still, you don't still get shame. You use your wife. I don't understand. All right, let's go over this one. This one is coming for Maman Samba saying, All right, Ibrahim Saleh saying, I greet you all, TGNF, and happy International Day of Justice. One-way traffic violation and reckless speeding are endangering lives in Tunga area. The situation is worsening daily. Yesterday, a 9-year-old boy was knocked down by a speeding motorcycle around Tunga Market and sustained 4 fractures while the rider fled the hospital. It's unfortunate. We have, when the road is a little bit smooth, I don't know, we tend to use it anyhow. Let's pick another call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Butchey.
Good morning, all of you in the studio.
Welcome.
Let me start with a question, very brief, since I don't have time.
All right.
This girl that was one day in a big of my house was she there because the said she's a
Physiotherapy.
Okay, physiotherapy. Was she there to massage it?
Mr. Bute, after a long day work, man need to relax.
You said Nigerians look elsewhere for economic support. Nigerians look inward.
Okay.
Look at our mineral resources being illegally stamped. Can't we develop them or we look for US or any other country to support? And that this issue of our national assembly, the senators passing this a very funny deal. This is to tell you that these people are insensitive to the plight of Nigeria. They don't know really what they are facing. They want to create more hardship. Imagine. If you see the driver that is working in a car, you say they should arrest anybody hurting. What's the meaning of this nonsense? Please, may God help Nigeria. This is the rules and for direction. Honestly.
All right.
You are legislating on how to get hawkers who are looking for deliberate and bandits are out there doing TikTok, Facebooking.
And the economy is biting.
And you are allowing them to occupy our bushes.
It's unfortunate. Hello, good morning. Okay, I think we lost that call. We have Buffer Bala Zuru saying a truly honorable life is not measured by outward appearance or endless praise, but by a clean heart, humility, integrity, silent achievement that positively impact others. This issue of having high government ranking officials having issues of immoral acts and all the rest, is the president? Is probably the president? Did he get it right by selecting these individuals?
You are talking about haven't you have incidents where media people being attacked openly? Which type of immorality there could be more than that? Media person that no government on earth will succeed without media.
We have 7 of
unless
such.
you are deceiving yourself.
We have
And
7 different attacks in this current
So,
administration.
so they bully and physically assaulted and attacked a media person. And what type of more than immorality you can receive from that?
I think
This information, what Badeggi Radio is doing today, this program we're doing, the global community is listening to us anywhere on earth. All you need to do is download Badeggi Radio app with little data. You get any information about Nigeria and Nigeria that we're talking about. You can hear it. You can go on Facebook. You can go on Twitter. I mean, YouTube.
YouTube is there.
And on your radio box.
We're there.
We are there. So
Radio Garden.
Radio Garden. So what you disseminate information every day. What you do is how to see you stabilize the society by informing them educating them, and the person that is doing this thing, you are attacking that person. And you want your government to prosper.
All right, we have this one from Ibrahim Saleh saying, Niger State education sector is in troubling state. It is unacceptable that in these 21st century schools in Minna still photocopy question papers, raising serious concerns about what happens in rural area. The lack of basic infrastructure, chairs, and instructional materials show lack clear neglect. Despite many government promises, little has been delivered.
Yesterday we promised to write the Minister of Education. Because of rain, we couldn't deliver the letter. But today, God's willing, we're going to deliver. We want to invite the ministry. We don't want to hammer on it. Let them come and explain. Yes. What happened.
Let's hear from the bosses, man.
Yes.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, what's the name where you calling from?
My name is Ambassador Nasser.
Go ahead. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Minna.
Go ahead.
My observation, or should I say, where I want to actually talk about this issue of our royal fathers.
Okay.
How they are being used by our politicians.
Okay.
In the detriment of the populace. Honestly speaking, I think if the federal government, or should I say, if the National Assembly will bring up a law or set up, bring up a motion that will remove all the monarchs from the state government control to federal government, I think, and they should have a particular agency or ministry that will be in charge of all these traditional rulers. I think that would be a way forward.
All right.
Because no any monarch leader today can stand up and tell the governor that what you are doing is wrong. If any monarch do that, then I give him not less than 1 week.
1 week.
All right. I think
I like to agree with that because each time I think about the monarch, traditional institution is not something to play with. I don't like the fact that I think it was during Obasanjo's regime, or was it Goodluck, that reduced the power of the monarchs to what it is today. And so if you look at it, the power of the monarch is almost the same thing with the local government councillor. Councillor, the local government chairman has power, can also actually fire a monarch.
Yes.
So these are people we look. These are institutions that we look up to. These are people we look up to. That even if a governor says something and people don't do it, when a monarch, for example, the emir of Nupe land, when he says something, people immediately follow. But now their power has been reduced to that of a local government councillor. So it's like a chairman can even fire them, and then there's no. So they're afraid of speaking up. Of course, you wouldn't want to be degrade to that level that you've been removed from power. Look at what happened in Kano till date. It's still a problem in Kano state till date. So you wouldn't want to have the same issue, being banned from where you are living with all of the privileges, of course, that comes with being an emir of a particular community. So they cannot really have, they cannot really come out, they cannot really stand up, they can only do little for their people, and then about the government, they can only continue to pray. Because you can't come out and say, Niger State governor, for example, this is what you're doing. Now fire follow now. So you don't have that power. Unless there's something that is done constitutionally. Our monarchs, unfortunately, they cannot do
except
it.
the monarchs become governor. I don't think there's anything we can.
Thank you very much.
Like somebody person have always said that nobody, he said nobody in Niger State have that goes to their challenge to governor. You understand? And let me tell you, there was even an attempt to query some emirs. I won't mention that they knew it's an incident that happened in government house when they went for a meeting and they came late. Something happened. There was a statement.
So imagine, querying.
I've seen situations where a chairman was telling a whole Oba, a whole king, a first-class king, a chairman was telling him that why would you come late? That you are supposed to have been there so that when I'm coming, you stand up
And welcoming.
Sure.
But do you also see what Wike did at his time?
Yeah.
In Rivers State.
Yeah.
You know, did you see how he rubbished most of the traditional rulers that were there? So,
but again, the traditional institution is just going weak. If not, you don't do this to the leaders of the traditional leaders of yesteryears. You know, the likes of the former A2, you can't do that. The
that's what I'm saying. That's because the constitution was favoring them at that time. Now the constitution has rubbished them to the lowest level.
Their spiritual power has been eroded.
Yes.
All right, let's go over. We have Idris Abdullah Bara saying good morning to you all in the studio. Juma Mubarak. Ibrahim Amechi Mohammed. Good morning, People's Radio and lady and gentlemen in the studio. I am happy to see our GM in the studio this morning. Hajia Aisha S. Badeggi, aka Golden Voice.
So Ibrahim Amechi, so let me talk about that. He was the one that sent those birthday packages for Baba during his birthday.
Wow.
Hey. So I want to say thank you officially. He said I should not say it on air. I apologize, but we say thank you once again for all of the packages you sent to Baba. We appreciate you. And every other listener and caller that sends in gifts for Baba during his birthday. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. I think it's okay to call in journalists lady and men are all gentlemen.
Yes,
I think that's what they say.
Yes.
So next time we will address her as gentlemen.
I don't know if you finished reading that.
Okay, and he said, Haba, who do us the Niger State? We sack a coach, okay? Who sack a coach who tried to keep us in the league and hired a coach whose team was relegated. I hope him too will not continue from where Buhari stopped. Please, Mr. Governor, Minna Lambata Road is getting worse day by day. It's taking vehicle 3 hours or more to get to Abuja these days. Our local government chairman, how far? We are yet to see tangible projects commissioned.
Very quickly, let me add voice to that issue.
Yeah.
You know, yesterday we advised the new chairman of Niger Tornadoes, which is Dr. Kuso, to do the needful. That what makes Tornadoes chief coach, Maji, to fail was purely because of unnecessary interference by the chairman. We say it because committee has been set up and the report is there. Whether they didn't dish out to the public, but we have privileged information. Maji confessed that for every match he do his selection, this selection is subject to the approval of the chairman, which the chairman will have to now reselect. And if he's lucky, you have 6 of his players. And how can you expect a tactician who come out with his pattern to play a game in the middle of the road, you change it and you want him to get result? The only match he won was the was the match he deliberately decided not to work with the selection they gave him. So if management of Tornadoes led by Dr. Kuso wants this team to succeed, the man you brought, the team brought from Wiki Toys, who would not take relegated his team at the expense of this person who maintain the premiership. So you must give him 100% chance to do selection and other things.
Yeah, this is what normally happens even in place where we have developed footballs. The management washes its hands off and allow the coach to do whatever he thinks. Even in players, going to the market.
And you see, England was eliminated from World Cup because of this thing. There are better players who could play. Look at this boy from Manchester United. Mino was kept in the box even when Rice was not actually doing at his best. Look at the defenders. The Manchester Maguire. That board that gets England out of that World Cup would have been with this guy.
All right, let's go to the Facebook. We have Lima Swata Kutigi saying Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, everybody in the studio. May Allah bless Badeggi Radio and all the staff of Badeggi Radio. Juma Mubarak. Simon Isa say the lady in the studio, may God forgive you because an Igbo man have a big shop in Badeggi means there is no genocide against Christians. That's how your brain define genocide. The Nigeria problem will not go away until we chose to stand with the truth.
I think he didn't understand.
He didn't understand.
So I'm trying to say that because there's good relationship, there's peace in the community. That's why we have an Igbo man owning a shop in a Nupe land. Imagine, we also have Yoruba men there, Yoruba people there. Their families are there. That's what I'm trying to say. But not about genocide. Genocide, of course, is real. But we're not saying that it's the Christians. Everybody is being killed. Christians, Muslims, pagans, even traditional worshippers. Everybody keeps dying on daily basis, and that is what we're saying. That's so please understand that.
And also, Mr. Ibile also buttressed it by saying anywhere you go and you do not see an Igbo man.
You're wrong.
So this is tell you how we have interwoven
together
as community. But suddenly we have individuals coming up who say no, we cannot coexist anymore. So why don't we focus on these individuals instead of taking it over?
Okay. I think there's one thing that's worthy of noticing here again. This issue of a Christian genocide that was synonymous to happenings in the north. We've traveled. We've been to southeastern part of the country, south, all the states, south. We see how our people are being treated there. You understand?
Yes.
If they want to really act, then you should have the real genocide here. Why? Because of the way our people are being subjected to the treatment there. You understand? You hardly see. I've been to all my stay in Bayelsa. Bayelsa does not have a standing mosque. The only mosque where you eat prayers, Friday prayers, and whatever is a makeshift. I've been to Oyo. The only mosque, central mosque, Eid mosque, is inside Oyo Federal University. That is why we do everything.
Also on Cross River State and even River State. You don't see mosques everywhere.
Of course.
And then there are a lot of Muslims living there.
Yes, plenty. I started in Port Harcourt, in the city, and it was scary to an extent sometimes because while we are praying outside, just a shop turned to mosques. While we are praying, I remember what they were telling us. We'll go back to our place. We kill you now. And I remember there was something happened in the local government close to Aba. That of what happened to the Hausa people there. And then before you know it, it blew back to Port Harcourt. And my PPA, my manager told me, don't come to work, just stay at home. So you can imagine the frustration of people living there. So if we have to start looking at who is treating who better and the rest.
Again, in fairness, like in Calabar, there is an area they call Gobiri. I swear if they blindfold you, I take you that area. You think you're in the north. Just the same way you have in Kano. So the essence of bringing this in is not to understand ourselves that God created us. We're all human. God decided to create us Muslim, Christians, and other tribes for us to coexist. You don't know better than God.
You didn't choose your religion.
You didn't choose your religion, so you must understand. That is the will of God.
Parting words, gentlemen.
Yes, I think my parting word should be: you didn't choose to be a Christian. You never choose to be a Muslim. Now, where they born you, put the religion where you find yourself. Now, determine the religion where you be. And at the same time, I always talk on Friday as you are going out to pray Juma, please wear good clothes. Don't carry your mechanic clothes and your carpenter clothes to go.
Okay.
For me, I just want to say we should learn to live in harmony and peace with each other. It's very, very important.
It is.
Let's try to tolerate each other.
All right, Mr. Paya.
Yes, today is Friday. Remember, Suratul Kafi. Recitation of Suratul Kafi is very important for Muslims, for your protection and the protection of your property, your lives, and your nation.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. Nigeria is our country. We don't have anywhere. I don't have any passport. I don't even have a passport at all. Not to say I want to fly out. So we must make it livable for everyone. I am Ibrahim Gimba. Thank you for joining us this morning, and have a very productive day. Good morning.
Thank you.
What do you say about this thing?
Stop all.
It was this guy that was saying, where's Sanjay? Facebook and he's talking.
Stop all. Once you don't do this, stop all. Why not do start stream before? Do stop all, Koi. Stop all.